I know how the designer feels hearing a thing like this. But Project Skyhook hasn't worked out the way the Defense Department hoped. Tell me, how many birds have you sent up so far?
11, counting today's.
And how many are you in contact with right now?
Just one, today's. I admit we haven't been able to track them visually so far, but we'll correct that.
Don't be too sure of that.
Well, we can certainly tune them in if they're up there.
What I'm trying to tell you is that they're no longer up there. That wasn't a meteorite that fell on Panama. It was the burned remains of number 7. I made sure of that myself.
What?
And intelligence has reports now which convince us that 1 and 3 fell over Africa, number 5 around the North Pole, and 9 and 10 along the Andes. The rest can be presumed to have been lost someplace at sea.
What happens to them?
Apparently, they blow up in outer space.
Why? There's nothing explosive in them. You can take it from me. When a rocket's blasted off, it should circle the Earth for a long time. That is, unless...
What? Dad?
Unless what?
Unless something shoots them down as fast as we set them up there.
Why, no gun in the world can shoot that high.
No. No, of course not.
Bring spoons for your coffee.
Ah, my special barbecue.
Mm-hmm. That's to make up for not telling you about our getting married.
It was kind of sudden for us, too.
Sudden? I've only been after him for a year.
I don't need to tell you, both of you, how pleased I am.
Well, I'm glad of that. I wouldn't like it very much if you weren't.
Thank you. Russ, what were you driving at back there about something shooting down one of the satellites?
General, we saw a strange thing this afternoon. We saw what appeared to be a flying saucer.
A flying saucer?
It nearly ran into us.
You're sure of it?
Both Carol and I are subject to the same atmospheric disturbances that may have affected other observers. But there is a qualitative difference when you're a scientist.
We do have one piece of supporting evidence. An accidental recording of the sounds it made. The tape is in the lab at the project. I'd like you to hear it tomorrow.
You both saw this?
Yes. Excuse me.
Captain Holloway, sir.
Okay.
Will you sign here, please?
Who's Holloway?
He's on monitor duty this evening.
They've just lost contact with number 11.
Oh, Russ, I'm sorry.
Is it still in range of our receivers?
If it hasn't been knocked down,
Look. What are those lights?
They're what the pilots call foolites.
St. Elmo's fire in ancient times. Superstitious regard them as omens of things to come. The best science has been able to make out of them is that they're electric particles agitated by moving air. Same principle as the aurora borealis.
There have been so many around the project the last couple of days, we all just take them for granted. Bird 11 ought to be visible in the sky right now in its second lap around the world. Look, there it is.
Was that it?
Yes,
Well, surely you're not going to send up number 12 tomorrow after this.
I have to.
Why?
With the television pickup cameras and microphone, I should have done it before. This time I'm going to know what's happening up there and know the reason why. Come on, let's finish our dinner.
Checking TV pickup. Getting a good image?
Fine.
TV's okay. I'll be down in a couple of minutes.
Tell them to hurry it up. Hey, do you notice anything different since you were here last?
Soundproofing?
That's right. You could fire a cannon off outside and you couldn't hear a thing down here.
Number 12, okay for takeoff.
Well, as an old rocket man from way back, I'd rather watch from ground level.
Dr. Marvin. Dr. Marvin.
Marvin here.
You getting ready for a siege?
Well, Russ and I are going to take turns monitoring this one ourselves. For days, if necessary.
Soundproof privacy. And the last word in scientific solitude. Happy honeymoon, darling.
Thanks, Dad.